Hi, this is Miss Berkey. I'm going to walk you through today how to set up and use Remind. So Remind is a website and an app. It's free, and you can create classes and then use it to communicate with parents and students. So to start, you just want to make sure you go to the website. It's just remind.com. You can log in with your Google account or use your personal email. And then when you click login, it'll take you to the home page. So the first thing to do to set up your Remind account is to create your classes. So you come over here to the left side and click Create Class. You can decide if you want to make just one class to use for all of your blocks, or if you want to have one class for each block. Um, it's personal preference. So if you think that you're going to send a lot of different messages to different classes, then I would probably separate your classes. If not, then you can just create one class. So you just need to name your class and then come up with a class code. So the code is what the students and parents will use to actually join your class. So you can make it your last name with the block number or anything that relates to your class. All right, so after you create your classes, the next step is going to be to add people. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. The first way that I would recommend is to actually provide students and parents with the directions. So there's two ways that they can sign up. They can download the app and then they just type in your class code to join, or they can send a text message. So they will text this number and your class code. If they do not include that @ symbol, it will not let them join. Once they join, it'll ask for their name and whether they're a parent or a student. And then they're in your class and they'll receive your messages. If you're finding that parents and students are not joining, you can actually go through and invite them. And this is the way that I usually get the most people to join, is by actually inviting them myself. So it's a little more time consuming, but definitely worth it to make sure that they get your messages. So you just put in the phone number, email. It's optional to put the name. And then when you add them, it'll send them either a text message or an email asking them to join. All right, so once you have people in your classes, you want to make sure that you actually know who is who. So what I recommend doing sometimes when people join, they type in the wrong thing. You can see this person accidentally typed in their phone number, and for some reason it won't let you change it. So what you can do is when you click on their name, you can actually add a note, and they don't see the note. It's only for you, but it makes it easier so that you know which parent belongs to which student. That way, if you know, like, I want to send a message to Noah, Noah's mom, I can just pull this up, type in Noah, and then it goes right to his mother. All right, so once you have people in your classes and you know who is who, the next thing is to actually start sending some messages. So you come over here to the little edit button, and then you can select which classes you'd like to send them to. So you can click on one class or all classes, and then you can also select if you want to send it to everyone, just the students, or just the parents. Once you decide who you're sending it to, click continue, and then you have 140 message or 140 characters to actually type your message. If your message is longer than that, you'll have to send it in multiple messages. So some cool features as far as the message is concerned. There's a translate button here, and it translates to tons of different languages. So that's pretty awesome, especially if you're communicating with parents who do not speak English. You can also schedule messages ahead of time. So, for example, if you want to send a reminder about a quiz on Friday, you can click here and have that go out on Thursday, set the exact time, and then you don't have to remember to send it. It'll send it automatically for you. And then you can also add attachments to your message. So if you wanted to attach the homework for the night, In case a student forgot it, you could just attach that right in from your Google Drive or from Google Classroom or from your computer. You also have the option to message people individually. So it's a great way to be able to communicate without actually giving out your phone number. And parents and students can text you back on it as well. So, great way to keep parents and students updated on what is going on in your class. If you need help setting up your classes or if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me, and I'm happy to help you to get started with Remind.